travel fanatical. So behind me, I have 3 buses. So I have a tour bus company called Shutter Tours, based out of Seattle. And right now, due to COVID, we're out of business right now. I had this thought that I might take one of my buses and I might turn it into an RV. So this bus I bought brand new. It's a Starcraft. It has over, well, almost 200,000 miles on it. Not only a lot of miles, but the engine was actually replaced at 96,000. Somehow we spun a bearing at 96,000 miles, so had a brand new engine during that time. Well, let me just show you inside. So it's kind of your typical tour bus, 14-passenger bus. It's built on a Ford E350 chassis. It's 172 inches long, bulkhead here. All the way back beyond that partition, actually there's a storage area in the back behind the partition, so I would take out this partition. A full-size queen bed would go from the back all the way to this window right here. And then from here over to about here would be a kitchen and about an 18-inch cabinet, and right here would be the restroom. And I'm still struggling with where to put the restroom. You know, one of the challenges you have is you have wheel wells. So my thought is, what I do is I put a bench right here, going all the way back to this second window. This is the emergency exit. I wouldn't have the bench go any higher than here, maybe a little higher. What if a window leaks and you built stuff all around it and then you have to replace the window? About is you got to have access to everything, right? Electrical you got to have access to up here. I would have a bathroom window. I would probably tint it a lot more. Maybe I'll put that fake stained glass, it looks like church stained glass film on there as well, which is kind of cool. The other challenge is that the bathroom would go out to right about here. The wall would go all the way to right here. So at least I guess I'd still have access to the passenger area. The other option is just to completely cover this up. This area is where, so there's the air conditioner for the cab, which is normal, right? And then we have this air conditioner right here, and I'm just thinking, I'm gonna pull this out. This is a whole big area for storage. I think it's 65 inches from here to, so what a great area to store things, right? I think storage is really important. Use the compost toilet that I'm going to put in. I don't want to have a black water tank at all. I just want to have gray water for the kitchen and the shower, but nothing for the actual toilet. So that's going to be a compost toilet. Homemade. I've got some great ideas that I'll share with you on. So overall, this bus is in pretty good shape on the interior. One of the cats, we call him Pumpkin, got stuck in here one day. I was in here and decided to shred this, which is kind of a bummer. So if I put this back in service for tours, I'll have to definitely fix that. But here's one of the challenges. It's all wet. So there's a leak in the roof somewhere. And you can see right here it's a little discolored. The other challenge I have is right down here. It's all wet. When you have customers in here, you don't want to have mildew. So I would have to replace, either somehow clean all this. Luckily the headliner's not infected, so to put this back in service as an actual tour bus, it would be a bit of a challenge because I don't want to have any mildew. I don't want customers, you know, having to deal with that. The other challenge with this as well, just there's a lot of windows. So building around a lot of windows could be a challenge as well. So the other challenge I have, look at these graphics. What was I thinking? I mean, I put all these stupid graphics on here. You know, at the time, I thought it was a good idea. I wanted to be a little bit better than some, you know, the other tour companies and kind of stand out. I wanted people that saw our bus driving down the road in Seattle to say, oh, we got to take that tour. But there's just so much stuff on here. So what I have to do is I actually have to, well, have to remove this stuff. It's been on here for, let's see, since 2012. So I used a heat gun right there. You can kind of see there used to be something here. Then I painted over it, which looks, you can also see this metal is starting to flake off a little bit. So this all has to be removed. Then I have the job of painting it. What color do I paint it? I would leave the top white, though I'm going to seal the top again with some of that white stuff. I don't know what you call it. I've seen it. Then I would have to paint this. I don't think I'd have to paint this right here. It's fiberglass. It's already white, though there's some areas I've had to repair. You know, we've put almost 200,000 miles on this. You get a few little dings and scratches and things like that. So the other challenge is this door. So this door has, as you can see here, it's all bubbled out. This is actually steel, I believe. So I don't think it's aluminum because it's actually pushing out right here. So I'd have to replace this door. We'll probably use a steel door again because I want to make sure it's nice and secure. This would open up right to the bedroom. And then there would be storage area underneath. So you have this whole area where you can throw storage. Whoa. A tree just fell in my neighbor's yard. Wow, I don't know if you all heard that. This door opens up. Would open up. You have the bed would be right here. Right here in this area, I would put the propane tank fully enclosed. Would have a vent going out and down below in case the gas did leak. It would go this direction. I know it seems kind of crazy to put underneath the bed, but if you have it fully enclosed, no way for the air to get into the interior, or the gas to get into the interior, then I think it would work. Like a 24-gallon water tank kind of going across this way. All the water components would be right here, and then of course I would have solar. Solar would be, I think it's a must-have. A little expensive, but I found some ways that I can, make it a little bit more affordable. And then right here would be all the controls for the solar. And again, the bed would go from here over to right about here. Perfect for a queen size bed. And I think the bed's really important. The other thing I'm going to do too is the bed would be actually 36 inches high. I think it would go right about here, great for storage. But not only that, I want to be able to crawl in there to fix things because, you got to have access, right? Neighbors are shooting. I live out in country, so it's not unusual to hear guns. So the other thing is, so the water tank's going to be right here. So on the interior, when you open the door, and I forgot to grab the key, I should go grab it to show you. When you open the door, the tank would be off to the left here. And then what I would do is I would have the fill spout for the water would be inside. I don't want any access outside to water. People do crazy stuff, so I want to have it on the interior. And then also, because the propane tank would be right here, when you open this up, you would have the ability to fill up the propane tank right here as well. Ford is a 2011, 100,000 miles on it. And the other thing too, one thing, I don't know why I ordered this, but has the flex fuel option, so I could use E85. I've never put E85 in here. So also mechanically, this vehicle is in really good shape. Brand new shocks. Tires only have about 10,000 miles on them. They'll last a while. So the other concern about this bus is that what's it like underneath? Is it rusted out? I need to check it. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use my GoPro right here. Also, this will help me figure out where to put my gray water tank as well. So, just checking it all out here. So, what are your thoughts after seeing this beautiful bus? So my concerns, so I have a business that's in the tourism industry. Tourism is completely shut down right now. I've got 3 buses, 1 brand new bus. This is almost, as I mentioned earlier, almost 200,000 miles. This is now leaking, which I discovered, which is kind of a pain in the rear. Just fixing that's going to be a lot of work. I'd just like to get your opinions. So if you had a bus like this, and likely I'm not going to use it for another couple of years because I don't think tourism is going to come back. I'll use obviously the new bus because it's number one, it's easier to clean for COVID, and number 2, it's just it only has less than 30,000 miles on it. So my thought is, take this bus, turn it into something I can use. I think that things are going to be really slow for us this next year, business-wise. So during the winter time, why not travel? Why not get out of this cold, gray, dark, dreary skies that we have here in Washington State? So here's my other dilemma. Once I start on this, doing that, there is no going back. There's no using this as a tour bus again, unless I turn it into something that's completely different than what it is today. I have to take out all the seats, then I have to, of course, rip out everything, and But again, this bus will probably sit for 2 years, so why not take advantage of that, right? And I guess the other thing is, once I build it out, I could always sell it. I could sell it now. There's some work that needs to be done, and I'd have to be upfront with people about that. And how many tour buses are for sale right now? Nobody's operating. I know there's a company here in Seattle that I think they have 16 buses, and they're all just sitting, not doing anything. So, yeah, it's quite the dilemma. But I tell you, I would be so excited to do this. I've been working on this project for a long time. Just planning it out, trying to get all my ducks in a row, trying to figure out, okay, how to make a compost toilet, how do you make a shower, how do you use solar in these things, what do you do with the water? I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that I've learned and researched, and so I think it's an exciting option. Also, I've never built anything like this. I know most people that built vans have never done anything like this as well, but what the heck? It's like if you follow Van City Life, Chrome says, it's like building a fort, build your own fort. And it's kind of true. I think I can do it. And I think that it would be a lot of fun. And I think that I would like to have you on the journey as well. If I move forward on this, I'm going to document everything. All the trials, the tribulations, the challenges, everything. And just think, I'm a novice. So if you're a novice and you've never done this, and I eventually do it and succeed, then that means you can do it as well. So how much fun would it be to follow this journey? And not only that, here on Travel Fanatical, obviously, if you've seen some of the other videos, I love to travel. And so all the travels that I do in this vehicle, I'm going to share those with you as well. And I have a couple of photo project ideas I'd like to do also. This is Pumpkin, and Pumpkin's the one that scratched up everything right there. Curious little cat, little farm cat. Make sure no mice get in this vehicle, which is really nice. That's really helpful. We have 2 farm cats here. So anyway, share your thoughts, share a like, share the video, subscribe, do all those great things that help this channel grow. I would appreciate that. It's easy, just hit like. I mean, how hard is that? And we'll talk to you soon.